Hello, my name is Dash and welcome back to the Tiny Bunny. Last time, unfortunately, we left off at Anton being dragged away to the garage, is what I'm assuming, is what I'm thinking. So, um, I hope everything's gonna be fine, even though I genuinely do not know. So, fragments of reality rush me like a pack of rabid dogs. Rows of shelves, metal walls, the bulb hanging on the wire, the revetted flooring. I woke up inside a garage. Horror gripped me harder than the ropes that circled around my wrists. Oh my god. I trudged around and moaned. A piece of duct tape stopped me from calling for help. I was hanging in the air, good 2 feet of the dirty flooring. The ropes, fixed on a hook that was drilled into the ceiling, held me in a horizontal position. My feet were raised backwards. My numbed fingers clutched and unclutched. The cords ate into my skin. My throat was dry. My tongue was stuck to my palate. Palate? This is the end. The beginning of the end, to be precise, because I won't be granted a quick death. The fragments of a scary reality fell into place like the pieces of a puzzle. I tried to calm down and avoid hurting my arms even more. At least the one who captured me went somewhere else. I was the only person in the metal box. Can I maybe free myself? But just after a moment, I was dangling again, like a fly inside a spider web. In place of spanners and winches, peelers, scalpels, and bone saws, all dirty, covered in rust. The floor smeared with red stains. Oh yeah, my god, that's a lot of kid shoes. A pile of rugs in the corner. Oh, excuse me. When I realized what I was looking at, strength left me. Those were kids' clothing and shoes. The things that belonged to my predecessors? Those who died at the hands of the serial killer inside his lair. I blinked away from my heavy tears. There was something big covered by a tarp to the right of me. And even more to the left of it sat a kid. That's a kid. They were hunched over near that thing, which was probably the generator that powered the light bulb. I stopped crying and moaned, trying to attract the attention. The kid turned his back towards me, his hood. I couldn't see if it was a boy or a girl. That kid hugged their knees and swayed back and forth as if it's a trance. Huh? The shadow slid across the meadow in the silence that was only disturbed by the howling wind outside. What if it's Oda? It can't be. The thought that my sister also ended up in the black garage scalded my mind. I threw my head back and twisted my wrist, trying to reach the knots with my fingers. My attempts failed, to no one's surprise. I looked at the generator again. The kid was gone, if they were even there in the first place. I turned my head around, looking for the kid. I heard the stifled wheezing coming from under the tarp. Another hallucination? I stared at the source of the barely audible sound, and then the metal prison cell shook so hard that my body was thrown towards the shelves as if it was on a swing. Torture tools changed. The light bulbs swayed. A bright spot it produced squirming on the horrifying floor. Excuse me. The black garage turned into a shadow theater. An earthquake? No, more like Baba Yaga. Calling chicken legs and going for a walk. The grass was moving. Yeah, I was being transported. So, Baba Yaga, it's like a female character on one of the trio of sisters of the same name from Slavic folklore. In some narratives, she is described as a repulsive or furious-looking old woman who frees and eats children, while in others, she is depicted as a nice old woman who helps the hero. Her distinctive traits are flying around on a wooden motor, wielding a pestle and dwelling deep in the forest in a hut with chicken legs. I could hear the hum of an engine outside throwing the roaring wind. The light bulb flickered, going out, and then turning back on the next instant. What is that? Dog barking? Julka. I was thrown towards the generator. The rope slipped from the hook, and I fell on my back, my eyes bulging out of their sockets from pain. The door flew open, confirming my hunch. 3 trucks flew by in the blizzard. We were moving, probably undertow.
Есть кто живой? Бяшка, алло!
Roma! I haven't seen you in forever. Anybody alive, Biasha? Romka? Am I not hallucinating after all? I spun my legs. Romka jumped in the garage like a passenger who was late for his train. Excuse me. He frowned for a second and rushed towards me, ripping off my gag.
Братух, цел?
You okay, bro? I didn't have a concrete answer to this
Сейчас,
question.
погоди.
Give me a moment. Roma pulled out his butterfly knife and sliced the rope. I moved from the pain in my pinched wrist. Roma helped out his hand and I grabbed it. The floor under us shook like crazy. We had no balance to avoid sliding towards the
Я
walls.
смотрю фартовый, ты пацан.
I see you're one lucky fucker.
Ты здесь оказался?
How'd you end up here?
В боевике, прикинь.
Just like a damn action
Яша
movie.
же пропал. Менты ко мне нагрянули, я же его кореш закадычный.
You can barely hear them. Biasha went missing. See, the cops went to me since I'm his old pal and all.
Тихонов, то сё, с нами, говорит, поедешь.
And Tikhonov was like, you're going with
Они
us.
меня в бобик посадили и давай по окрестностям кататься.
They put me in the car and we drove around all over the
Считай,
neighborhood.
повезло. Мы не учили гараж шлюз. Мы за ним.
We got lucky. The killer was moving his garage and we caught on his tail. Shots were fired outside. Dogs barked.
Кто маньяк?
Who? Who's the killer? Roman was about to open his mouth when we heard another wheezy sound from under the tarp. Biasha is the killer. Oh, we rushed towards the sound and pulled on the tarp with 4 hands. Nuh-uh. My brain almost got fried from what I saw. There was an industrial meat grinder under the tarp. Oh my god. Wait, Katya! In its bowl, that strength of motor oil lay tied up Katya. Her eyes full of desperation and tears were directed at us. Katya moaned into the gag.
Тебя вытащим!
We'll get you out of there.
Осторожно, Ром!
Careful, Roma. Romka heard me plead, but there was already nothing we could do. The grass shook again, and then the lightning was thrown against the meat grinders like breaking the lever under the bowl.
Бля!
Fuck. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? She died already? You're gonna actually torture her another time? The giant machine rumbled like an empty belly. Maybe I have a chance. I'm saving her now. Are you joking? Why would you? What's the point? She was already dead. Why'd you bring her up to kill her again? What? The knife came into motion inside its cast iron mouth. Katya's eyes bulged out even more. I realized that she was sliding into the meat grinder and stuff. A couple more seconds and the blades were sliced off her feet. Romka, still wincing from pain, tried to move what was left of the lever with his bare hands, but it was completely broken. I shoved my hands into the bowl and grabbed Katya's by the shoulders. My fingers slipped. The girl's feet touched the blades. The hellish spiral got painted red. Katya's face turned crimson. She was probably about to lose consciousness. I clutched the collar of Katya's coat and pulled the girl towards me as hard as I could. Romka rushed to help, stopping or clasping from falling into the bowl. Who's there? Tikhonov stumbled into the garage, completely out of breath. I didn't even notice how the garage stopped. Gunshots continued cracking outside. Lieutenant, help us! The place where the ghost sat a minute ago caught my attention. The generator. Tikhonov acted without delay. He dashed to the generator while we were holding Katya in place. The policeman turned out the motor in a flash. Oh, poor girl, poor girl. The giant machine rumbled with its cast iron balls for one last time and went silent. The blade spun idly for a couple of seconds and stopped. Blood dripped down from them.
Тоха, ты по-братски не говори, что я задел рычаг.
Tocha, be a bro, don't tell them I pushed the lever. What? I replied with a curt nod, and he relaxed, seemingly believing me.
Спасибо. Ты настоящий друг.
Thanks, you're a true friend. We took Katya out of the meat grinder, and she went limp in Tikhonov's hands. She lost consciousness, and that was probably the best outcome for her. She has her legs. I thought she was already. Oh, they were holding her, so. Thank God she's like, full and safe. Well, not really, but the wind whistled into an open door. The slide of my classmate's bloody foot was stomach curling. She was missing a big toe. Oh, fuck. And the one next to it dangled into the air, still connected to the foot with the tiny patch of the skin. Why would you say this? No girl would got to be able to be the fastest girl in her PE class. I think that's last of her worries, dude. That thought almost brought me to tears, but I held it.
Твою мать!
No way.
Нет!
Oh. That's the sneaker of, who? Basha. I turned around, but he was holding a sneaker that he excavated from the pile of shoes.
Бяша,
Basha,
братан!
bro. I put my paw on Romka's shoulder.
Уверен? Это его?
Is this his? Are you sure?
Его. А раньше мой был.
Aww.
Я ему свои вещи давал донашивать.
Aww, it's his. But it was mine before. I always gave him my hand me
Мне
down.
жаль, друг.
I'm sorry, friend.
Уходим отсюда.
Let's get out of here. So who was that boy that was going left, right, front, back in a hood? Roba let go of the sneaker. We went out into the raging snowstorm one after another. So who's the killer? Pines looped over us. They reminded me of hold-out bones with the burial winds howling inside them. Snow piled over the cabin of an unturned tractor. The garage was stuck in a snow pile. Excuse me, I'm so lost. I'm so confused. She was dead. So she's not dead. So what? How? So I was hallucinating? But I wasn't. What? A police car was also parked nearby. The flicker of police sirens, the horrifying trees, and the white vast land. I'll never forget the sight. More shots rang out in the distance, and then an epic fancy came. The tractor driver. He transported the garage from one place to another. He was the serial killer. The what? The who?
Доронин и остальные, пошли за похитителем.
The tractor driver who? Daronian and the others went to chase the kidnapper. Julka ran up to my legs, wagging her tail.
Героиня наша.
Here you are, little hero. This is what I get. This is what I get for saving her. I saved her, she saved me. Julka, I love you. Oh my goodness, we're about to kill her. Anton, I will hate you for the rest of my life.
Героиня?
A hero.
Это она нас на гараж вывела. Получается, твой запах поймал.
She brought us to the garage, probably call your set.
Пойдешь в милицию служить, нюхач.
Wanna work in the police? Shiverhead? Julka barked in agreement. I rubbed the dog behind its back. Ow. The forest became unbearably cold. Tikhonov looked at Katya with the tenderness, and then turned to us.
Аптечка под бардачком. Пацан, Антон, притащи-ка бинты.
Oh, I have a first aid kit on the glow box. You, Don, bring us some bandages. I don't think bandages will help. I completed his request in a flash. Tikhonov held Katya's foot. Large red drops fell to the snow. I bandaged Katya's foot, stealing glances at the lieutenant, as if to ask him with my facial expression if I was doing everything right.
Теперь узел. Отлично.
Now tie a knot here. Good. A small rhyme-looking stain soaked through the white threads. It's just red. Rhyme doesn't exist. I could barely take my eyes off of it.
Пацаны, побудьте с ней в машине.
Guys, stay with her in the car.
Я найду Доронина.
I'll go find Doronин. Tikhanov carried Katya to the car.
Следи, чтобы у него ноги были выше от земли.
Make sure her legs are always
А то,
elevated,
не дай бог, от потери крови помрет.
or she might die from blood loss. Can you not let go? Get her to the hospital. The policeman said that and left us. This is messed up. How are you gonna leave them? Oh, poor guy. Roma, lost in his own thoughts, sat on the front seat, leaning against the glass with his temple. He wasn't in the mood to talk to me anymore. I sat on the back seat beside Katya. She looked weak, pale, like gypsum, but also somehow breathtakingly beautiful. She didn't look like a sly snake anymore. She was a swan dying in my hands now. When I got warm, I started to come to the realization that I survived. And a chapter of my life that was a pure horror was now over. I turned my eyes off the blizzard raging outside and looked down in surprise. Katya's fingers clutched in my hand. She looked at me from under her half-closed eyelids.
Ты спас меня.
You saved me. I was about to say that Romka was with me, and that the police headed by Tikhanov were also nearby, but I remained silent for whatever reason.
Спасибо.
Thank you. I replied with a tired smile.
Отдыхай. Нам всем нужно отдохнуть.
Get some rest. We all need to get some rest. I turned to the window and continued to enjoy the sensation of Katya's fingers on my hand. I'm back in school. The bell rang. Throngs of school kids tumbled out of the classrooms. The wine covered the schoolyard with snow. It thawed on the boots and dirty the floors inside. So, excuse me. It had been 2 weeks since we got out of the serial killer's den. Romka barely came to school, so I had no chance of talking to him. The last time I saw Katya was when we sat in that police car. Lilia Pavlovna took a leave to care for her daughter, so we had a substitute teacher for now. If that didn't talk Mom out of locking me home, I won't be here either. My parents always had their eyes on me since that incident. My classmates looked at me differently, too, as if they were looking at an alien from a distant planet. Y'all messed up. I couldn't gauge who that alien was. Not friendly, one from a Steven Spielberg movie, or the alien. I stood near the window and stared at the white-wheeled yard. The world shrank to the school and its surroundings, walled off by the swirling darkness. The killer managed to escape. He is still at large. He's probably equipping a new garage, even blacker, even scarier than the previous one.
Привет, мой герой.
Hey there, my hero. Why, your hero? Polina smiled at me, her hands behind her
Как
back.
же мы давно не общались.
We haven't talked for so
По
long.
телефону общались вчера.
We called just yesterday.
Телефон не считается.
That doesn't count.
А вживую не болтали целую вечность.
In the real world interaction, that matters.
Как поживаешь?
How have you been? How have I been? Really? I've been a person who witnessed a pair of Katya's toes get sliced off by giant
Все в
blades.
порядке. Вроде.
I'm fine. I think.
Ты изменился. Повзрослел.
You changed. You look more mature. Bro, what? You changed. You look more mature. Dude, he just said that he just, witnessed your classmate getting her toes. Ila Bashir. Bro. You changed. You look mature. Dude, I don't think it's time to joke.
До сих пор поверить не могу, что наш Петров спас человека из мясорубки.
I still can't believe that this Anton Petrov has saved someone from a beaker. She's being sarcastic. I still can't believe that I can't believe this Anton Petrov had saved someone from a beaker. She's being sarcastic.
Мы с Ромкой.
Together with Romka. Romka.
Странно, что он никого случайно не убил. С его везением.
I'm surprised he didn't kill anybody by accident, considering his luck. But his forehead perked.
А вот ты совсем другое дело.
You're
Рядом
different.
с тобой безопасно.
I feel safe around you.
Девушки такое чувствуют.
Girls have the sixth sense for that kind of thing. I was completely out of loss.
Не знаю.
I don't know.
Не скромничай. Хотя ты такой милый, когда краснеешь.
Don't need to be humble, though your red face looks kinda cute.
Вот бы таких рыцарей, как ты, в мире было больше.
I wish there was more knights like you out of there in the world.
Это бы решило многие проблемы, да?
That would have solved so many problems, don't you think? Did she call me a knight? I grunted something unintelligible. My face red as a beet, cursing my shyness in my mind. Polina sneaked a glance at the window, at the white blankets of snow floating outside. There was an impenetrable wall of darkness past the flower beds.
Думаешь, этот псих еще в поселке?
Do you think that psycho is still in the village?
Надеюсь, нет.
I hope not.
Милиция прочесала все вдоль и поперек.
The police have scoured every corner around here.
У меня к тебе просьба, Антон.
I have a favor to ask you, Antoine.
Дедушка сейчас в больнице.
Grandpa is in the hospital right now.
Что-то серьезное?
Is it serious?
В его возрасте все серьезно.
Anything can be serious at his age.
Знаешь, мне страшно даже за закрытыми дверями.
You see, I feel scared even behind the closed doors.
А на улице, в метели, сегодня по дороге в школу я расплакалась.
And outside, in the blizzard, I broke out crying while walking home.
Глупо, да?
That's so stupid, right?
Вовсе не глупо.
It's not stupid at all. I felt like she was never this candid with me. This straightforward attitude it fit Polina well. It abhorred her already beautiful face, and her magical eyes, suspicious, trusting at the same time. Anyone want to become a genius knight under their watchful gaze?
Ты бы мог проводить меня домой после урока?
Can you escort me home after school? Dude, I don't like you. What are you talking about? Okay, imagine this. Don't imagine this. Don't. It's okay. What I was about to say, don't imagine that. That's fucked up. Anton gets kidnapped. He is almost killed. I don't know, 2 weeks, right? It was 2 weeks. The girl asked, "Can you walk me home?" It's been 2 weeks. Sure, a long time has passed. But this dude was at the very typical end of being dead. I feel like this is kind of like, to me, I just feel like if you're about to, like, 2 weeks ago you were dead. You were about to die 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks passed. Can you walk me home? Like, I'm not trying to do, like, I feel like, I don't know, some people be like, yeah, but she's a girl. Like, dude, no shit, I'm scared too. I was about to get killed. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I feel so selfish, but at the same time, I feel that selfish too. I mean, I know she's scared. I get it. But I was almost killed. I don't know. Excuse me. My nose is really bad. Sometimes it's weird that every time I play this specific game, 9 months ago I had the same exact problem with my nose. And I don't know. I haven't had it in a while, and I'm playing this game I have it again, so.
Другие мальчики мне предлагали. Но что они сделают, если появится убийца?
Other boys have offered themselves, but what will they do if the killer appears? I mean, take the other boys, take like 6 boys with you and let them escort you home. I'm gonna escort myself home because I was almost killed 2 weeks ago. Can you not think of me for a minute? Other boys have offered themselves, but what if they do? If the killer appears? What if they just take 6 of them and like... I was flattered, but still couldn't help but question myself. What would I do? Whip out an Uzi, just like Chuck Norris? Polina looked at me as if she was sure I carried a gun like that in my school bag. And maybe even multiple of them.
Мы договорились?
So, what do you say? No! I wanted to reply, but then I saw 2 people near the stairs. Who? Katya!
Аккуратнее.
Lilia Pavlovna and Katya walked on crutches. She lost weight and looked frail after weeks of absence. Excuse me. I remember her tender gaze back when we sat in the police car. That horrible day became just a tad bit brighter, thanks to that bonding moment between 2 people who escaped certain death. the bell rang. I shuddered.
Встретимся после уроков.
I'll see you after school. She didn't even take. She didn't even. I hate her. No. See you after school. So, is this a deal? I'll see you after school. I didn't even say yes. No. Hell no. Dude, I'm against that. We entered the classroom. The rooms of Nina Paula coming back spread faster than she could get here. Excuse me, the kids were already standing at attention when she came in.
Садитесь.
You can sit down.
Катюш, дойти сама сможешь?
Can you walk there by yourself, Katya, dear?
Смогу, мам.
I can't, Mom. Katya hobbled her way along the desk and her classmates drilled holes in her with their eyes. They were probably imagining themselves in her place inside that psycho garage. Or maybe they wondered how it felt to move around without two toes on one of their legs. Katya skipped her usual place as she forgot where she sat during her sick leave and stopped at my desk. She just stood there, her eyes downcast. I was taken aback. Doubly so because we were being watched by an anxious Polina who was half turned towards us.
Подвинешься?
Can you move? I don't know what to do. Stuck between a rock and a hard place, as Dad used to say. But wait. Polina? Huh? Stuck between a rock and a hard place. I thought that said something different. Polina squeezed the pants in her hand. It seemed like it was about to break. That pressure transferred to my spine.
Мне долго ждать?
Well,
Что?
what?
Ты тормоз?
Are you slow or what? She finally looked at me. I didn't miss that thorny stare at all.
К шкафу подвинулся очкарик.
Move to the cabinet before I lost my breath for a moment from anger. Four Eyes? Really? After everything that happened? My cheeks burning, I obeyed her order.
На полу.
On the floor. You know, maybe I shouldn't have said it. Dude, you're. Oh my goodness. I hate her. On the floor. What are you talking about? If not me, you would be missing more than just your toes.
Что?
What?
На полу грязь.
There's dirt on the floor.
Я не дежурный сегодня.
I'm not cleaning dirt
Это
today.
грязь с твоих копыт. Убрал!
The dirt is from your hooves. Clean it. I got without looking at my classmates in hopes they weren't looking at us at that moment.
Видал, какая она его?
I hope they weren't enjoying this humiliating spectacle.
Хорошо.
Alright. I'm gonna rub it against your face. With my eyes locked, Katya wiped off a small puddle under the desk with the sole of my shoes.
Ты почему стоишь, Кать?
Why are you standing there, Katya?
Лилия Павловна, тут Петров нас свинячил.
Palma, Peter made a mess here.
Да-да.
Yes. Get back in that garage. I will bring you to that garage myself.
Вот жду, пока он за собой уберется.
I'm waiting for him to clean up.
Петров, быстрее, пожалуйста, не задерживай урок.
I'll bring you too. Petrov, hurry up, please. We need to start the lesson. I felt like my whole head was burning, and the words that left my mouth were little fireballs.
Серьезно? Убери.
Really now? Clean it up?
Это твое спасибо.
Is that your gratitude? Katya's face reddened, but she continued her arrogant stare at Contest nonetheless. I couldn't stop anymore. I raced down a powerball hill. I burst out. Or was it the fear that I bottled up inside me for a month that burst out? I pushed away the chair beside me, hunched down and started wiping the floor with the sleeves of my shirts.
Чисто. Может, Ваше Величество, уже сесть?
Is that good enough? Can Her Highness finally sit down now? Katya let out an insolent snort.
Что ж, хорошая работа.
Yes, good job.
Кстати,
By the way,
сама себя вытаскивай в следующий раз. Дура.
next time I won't come to your rescue, idiot.
Петров!
Petrov. Lily Pavlovna's eyes widen. She's so
Что
red.
ты себе позволяешь? К директору! Быстро!
How dare you say that? Principal office, now! I jumped down in defiance.
Так-то он прав. Могла бы и поблагодарить.
She's right though. The least she could do is
Он
thank
ей
him.
вообще-то жизнь спас.
He saved her life. The glass buzzed in agreement. They were clearly on my side. Before I could let that thought sink in, fate presented me with a new surprise. Are you Katya waited. I secretly held her to stop her from pulling over and then sat her on my chair.
Прости меня, Антон.
I'm sorry, Anton. Her mask slipped. I saw the Katya that clutched my head at the back seat of the police car
Я
again.
злюсь на свою ногу, а не на тебя.
I'm not angry at you, I'm angry at my foot.
Прости. Я и правда дура.
I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. I mumbled something unintelligible in reply, shook by her sounded confession.
Может, сядешь уже?
Will you sit down?
Но, Лилия Павловна...
Lilia Pavlovna.
Ладно. Садись, Петров.
Fine, Petrov, you can sit.
Давайте уже начнем урок.
Let's start the class. Oh my god, look at them smiling at each other. Why? Ugh. Hate. I took my seat. Katya's gaze was fixated on me. It felt ticklish. I turned around and caught Polina's stare. She was trying her best to comprehend what was going on between me and Katya. But that was something I couldn't comprehend myself.
Знаешь, в больнице я много думала.
You know, when I was in the hospital, I've been thinking.
Я была несправедлива к людям,
I was always so unfair towards the others,
а сильнее всего к тебе.
and especially towards you.
Я уже и забыл.
I've already forgot about it.
Ага, забыл. Врун.
Yeah, right, liar. She suddenly pushed my black pencil case with the race car on it with her elbow off the desk. Can you not? I meant to pick it up. She about to like something like put her feet in my face. For a moment, my gaze froze on Katya's bandaged foot. Then I shut it up. Katya pushed me a note towards me. Promise to never lie to anybody. Promise you won't lie anymore. I smiled at her. Took my pencil and wrote one more line on the piece of paper. I'll do my best. Katya took out a red pen from her pencil case. She did a meticulous check on all the letters, then squinted cunning at me and put a B+ under my line.
Да-да, за чистописание. Почерк больно кривоват.
Excuse me. Yes, your cursive is a bit too messy, so it's not an A. I snorted in reply.
Оценку можно исправить.
But you can improve your grade. I felt Polina stare on the back of my head. It felt awkward, anxious, but also pleasant. A whole storm of emotions.
Допустим, я хочу 5.
Let's say I want an A.
Тогда разрешаю проводить меня после урока.
Then you can walk me home after school. What are you talking about? Don't let me leave. I want to live on my own. I want to live. I know.
То есть нет.
No, I mean... Oh my god. No, she flashed me a guilty smile, chasing away the shadow of her former self.
Я очень прошу тебя меня проводить.
Can you walk me home, please? Pretty please. That was something I had to dwell on for a moment. 2 of the prettiest girls in the class both asking me to walk them home? Am I being delusional? Should I take my meds? Vyasha. I opened my mouth but then I noticed a child, clearly younger than us, sitting on Romka's and Vyasha's desk. A hood that covered their entire face. Horror flooded the empty space inside my soul. My throat squeezed shut, depriving me of oxygen. I've seen that silhouette before, in the serial killer's garage besides the generator. My jaw slacked even harder.
Кать,
Katya?
Да?
Yeah? I turned my eyes off the strange silhouette, put my hand in my pocket and pushed out a pill into my hand from the package. Then immediately chewed on it.
Кать, парта Ромы.
Look, from his desk. I looked back at the child, but they were gone. Just two empty chairs and a desk, heavily cut by a pocket knife.
И что с ней не так?
Is there something wrong with it? Is there anything wrong with me?
Ничего. Забудь.
Nothing. Forget it.
Простите, что прерываю.
Sorry to interrupt your class. Lieutenant Tikhanov entered the classroom and took off his hat.
Ну что вы, всегда вам рады.
Excuse me. No need to apologize. We're always happy to see
Меня
you.
интересуют ученики по имени Петров и Пятифанов.
I want to talk to two of your students, Petrov and Pitifanov.
Пятифанов, насколько я понимаю, болеет.
Pitifanov, I don't know what's so hard, is at home sick right now, as far as I
А
know.
Петров вон, мозолит глаза.
Yeah, Petrov is here, being an eyesore. Tikhanov found me with his eyes before clearing his throat. He then took a diploma out of his folder and started
За
reading.
храбрость, неравнодушие и мужество, проявленное при спасении жизни,
Well, his bravery, upstanding attitude, and the courage he showed while saving another person's life.
Ну встань же, тебе говорят.
Come on, stand up, it's for you. I followed her order, hypnotized by the diploma's official warning.
администрация поселка и уполномоченные области по правам детей
The village,
выносят благодарность.
Аплодисменты!
the village administration and the regional children's commissioner want to thank Anton Petronov. The class broke out into a roaring applause. Katya beamed with joy. Polina looked at me with glittering eyes, smiling.
Петров! Ура!
Excuse me, too, or Petronov. Hooray! Polina Paula pulled up her glasses and put a handkerchief to her eyes.
Стыдно, товарищи.
I'm so ashamed, everyone.
Я-то думала, Катеньке померещилось все в бреду. А оказывается, правда?
I thought it was all just Katya's delusion, but I guess it's
Петров,
true.
значит, моего ребенка спас. А я ему к директору.
Petrov here saved my child, and I wanted him to end up in the principal's office.
Отставить к директору на доску почета. Вот это я понимаю.
No principal's office for him. Hall of Flame would be better. At that moment, I imagined my photo, but it wasn't hiding in the Hall of Flame. But at a notice board, neighboring all other missing kids. That image sold my otherwise perfect triumph. Oh, to that. I helped Katya go down the stairs after class. I carried her clutches and held her by the elbow. You're gonna make a choice to be picking Katya over and Paulina. Can I keep my skin? Bro. Give me a second. What I wanted to say is there's gonna be a choice between me picking Katya to walk her home or Polina to walk her home. Bro, still can't speak. But I was wondering if I could choose myself and not walk anybody, and if I could, can they walk me home? Can they both of them just walk me home? Like, I wish someone asked me to walk me home, you know? We walked out to the schoolyard together.
Знаешь, что самое странное?
You know what the weirdest thing is?
Я до сих пор чувствую пальцы.
I can still feel my toes.
Их нет, но я их чувствую.
They're not there, but I can still feel them.
Был бы я порасторопнее.
If only I acted quicker.
Брось. Даже Супермен бы не справился.
Oh, stop it. Even the Superman couldn't have done it better.
Тихонов сказал, я легко отделалась. И он прав.
Tikhanov said I got super lucky, and he's right.
С выздоровлением, Кать.
I'm glad you recovered, Katya. Paulina walked out from around the corner, her stare directed at Katya. She endured her classmate, scorching gaze with pride.
Спасибо, Полин.
Thank you, Paulina.
И тебе, и твоему парню. Он тоже молодец.
Both you and your boyfriend, he did well too. It felt like Katya wanted to once again remind me what kind of relationship Romka and Polina had.
Если ты о Пятифанове, то между нами ничего нет. Он определенно молодец, но...
If you mean Pitanov, he's not my boyfriend. He's a nice guy, but...
Вы куда-то собираетесь?
Are you two going somewhere? Katya didn't let me reply.
Я до сих пор хромаю. Вот, уговорила нашего героя проводить меня.
I'm still that cripple. So I convinced our hero to walk me home.
Да-да-да.
Yes. This was so awkward. I didn't agree to any of this.
Полин,
Polina, look.
Я же не идиотка. Все понимаю.
I'm not an idiot. I understand. Sadness splashed in Polina's eyes for a moment, but she smiled as if accepting her fate. Dude, I'm not like picking her over you. If I got a choice, I wouldn't pick any of you. I would have picked Romka.
Ты джентльмен. Как говорит дедушка, вымирающий вид.
You're a true gentleman, a dying breed, as my grandpa would say.
Не каждый повезет.
Not every girl can get this lucky. The blizzard was covering the schoolyard with snow. Can y'all let me heal? Cause like I'm still traumatized now. Like he's still taking his pills and he's still seeing things. Like Katya, your mom is a teacher. She can walk you home. Y'all live together and she was literally here. Polina, you're a scared girl. She could like, didn't she say like she could like hit somebody or I don't know. But she looks like she could, you know. She doesn't look like an easy target. Let me heal, bro. I'm just a little guy without glasses. Polina turned around and started senselessly at the darkness, completely lost.
Задолбала строить из себя жертву.
Stop acting like a victim. It makes me sick. Oh my god! Let me out of this. I want to be alone. That last line said in a whisper was only meant for my ears.
Такое чувство, что она мечтала бы поменяться со мной местами, лишь бы все ее жалели.
It seems like she's happily swap. It seems like she would happily swap places with me as long as everyone pitied her. Something rusted in the darkness and Julka ran out to schoolyard.
Ой, песик!
Oh, my doggy! Julka noticed Polina and growled, ever so slightly. Why Polina? Polina blinked. 2 tears ran down her cheeks and froze, glistening in the
Тоже
forest.
не хочешь меня проводить?
So you don't want to walk me home either, huh? Julka barked and bye. You know
Ну
what?
что, идем?
Dogs don't like. She doesn't like something about her. I don't know why. Well, are we going?
Пусть эта квашня сама до дома добирается, пока не стемнело.
This wet blanket can get home by herself. It's not too dark yet. So can you, dude. Ah, see. I don't know. Bro? Can I go with Julka? You know what? I generally do not want to walk with anybody. My reasoning is she thinks of herself as a queen, and she was like, oh, and what'd she say? She said something like, oh yeah, I encouraged her here to walk me home, something like that. I made her here walk me home. Wherever. And she was like, I'm scared, so like walk me home. And she was like, so is that a deal? And then I didn't even say yes, so she's like, oh, I'll see you after school. And like, I don't want to walk with anybody. I don't want to. I genuinely don't. Why is this not a choice? Why am I supposed to pick between 2 girls? I don't want to. Like, I genuinely do not want to. Go with Katya, I think I was never close with her. She was always bullying me, but I do feel bad for her because she doesn't have toes. And she had whatever she went through. But I went through. I saw it happen. And same thing could have been done with me, but you know, we saved her. And I feel bad for her, but I don't want to go with her because she was bullying me and she was humiliating me like right now. And I don't want to go with Polina either because she was like, can you walk me home? Is that a deal? Okay, I'll see you after school. I don't want to go with her either. Plus, Julka, she kind of growled at her. So I don't know. I feel bad for Polina as well because something happened to her grandpa, so she's alone. And she was, but I feel like she's like, I was crying when walking to school. She said that, so she's kind of like wanting attention. crying. She has her stuff, right? I get it. I don't want to walk with anybody. Can I skip this? You know what? What is eeny, meeny, miny, mo? Hit it, stumble by its toe. How does it go? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna actually read it out. How does it eeny? Because I want to do the full thing. Eeny, meeny, meeny, miny, mo. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If the holler let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Huh? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. If he hover, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Paulina. I don't want to go. I don't want to go with you either. I don't want to go with anybody of you. I fixed my gaze on Paulina for a moment and then turned back to Katya. I was in a tight spot. Not as tight as when I escaped her torture room, but I was still uncomfortable. I didn't want to upset Katya, yet it was painful to admit that she didn't change after losing her toes. She was still the same skillful manipulator.
Кать, я уже пообещал Полине.
Melody of love, you chose Paulina. Katya, you see, I already promised Paulina. But
Мы сейчас что-нибудь придумаем.
don't worry, I know what to do. Julka, I raised my head.
Лилия Павловна!
Lilia Pavlovna. The teacher shouted her face in the window.
Я помог Кате спуститься. Заберете ее?
I helped Katya get down. Can you pick her up from here?
Конечно! Подожди, Катюш, я уже одеваюсь.
Of course, wait for me, Katya dear. I'll be right there.
Спасибо, Антон снова нас выручил.
Thank you for lending a hand, Anton. Katya just stood there, silent and pale. I got scared that she felt ill.
Ты в порядке? Голова не кружится?
Are you alright? Feeling dizzy?
Кружится.
Meow. There was anger in her voice now.
Тебе какое дело? Обещал правду говорить?
Why do you care? Didn't you promise to tell the truth?
Лжец!
You liar.
Гол с минусом, Петров!
E- Petrov. Paulina's face redness in the cold, and I could easily imagine lightning bolts shooting out of her eyes.
Прекращай истерику, Кать.
Stop being a psychotic, Katya.
Мы с Антоном могли бы довести тебя до дома, а потом пойти ко мне.
Anton and I could walk you home and then go to my place.
Конечно, конечно!
Right, of course.
Лучше к черту сходите! Оба!
Why don't you go to hell instead, both of you?
Катертью дорога!
Good riddance. I was taken aback by her sudden outburst, so I decided to avoid further conflict. Fine, we'll go away. I led Paulina away across the schoolyard. Katya stood beside the stairs and scorched us with a hateful glare. I noticed Paulina flashing her a triumphant smirk over her shoulder. Are all girls like that? Do they all value boys over their friends? And again, Katya and Paulina weren't exactly close. I also turned around, but the white haze had already shrouded a lonely figure supporting itself with the crutches.
Давит на жалость. Актриса.
That damn queen, that drama queen is just pleading for
Ей
sympathy.
действительно очень плохо сейчас.
No, she's in a horrible state right now.
Вспомни, как она настраивала всех против тебя.
Did you forget how she tried to ostracize you?
Такие люди не меняются.
People like her never change.
Хотя она и не заслужила того, что случилось.
Even though she didn't deserve what happened to her.
Никто не заслужил.
Nobody can deserve that. I took Paulina's school bag and we started walking on the snow, beaten path. Paulina giggled, dodging the snowflakes attacking her face.
Как умеешь?
Can you skate?
Немного.
A little bit.
Сходим как-нибудь на каток.
How about we go on a skating rink later?
Ладно.
Okay,
Давай как черепахи.
let's walk turtle style. We turned our backs to the wind and started walking
Под
backwards.
ноги смотри, упадешь.
Watch your step or you will fall. I'll envy you.
Куда хочу, туда и смотрю.
It's so cringy. Bleh. I look whenever I want, thank you. She wanted to look at me as I turned out. Her warm gaze contracted with the weather. Oh, what did I say? It was a sound. The sound was kind of funny. Then Paulina slipped and tumbled into a snow pile, laughing. I came to the rescue. I picked her up as she kept on giggling and swept the snow off her overcoat. Roma. Right at that moment, Romka slipped out from beneath the corner. My heart squeezed. What will he think now? He untied me in the garage. We've been through so much together, and I'm flirting with his girl. Some friend I am. I froze, expecting a scandal and the nastiest scuffle in my entire life. Polina buried her head in the coat like a real turtle. I took a deep breath, but Romka interrupted me.
Были на уроках?
Going back from school? His question bore no threat at all. His voice was emotionless, almost robotic.
Ага.
Yeah?
Бяша объявлялся?
Have you seen Biasha? I shook my head, surprised. We both saw the sneaker. Romka confirmed it. It was his friend's. It was unlikely that Biasha gifted his shoes to the serial killer of his own accord, and was now wandering the village barefoot.
Ром, Бяша был в гараже.
Roma, Biasha was in the garage.
Был, и что? Мы тоже были, живы-здоровы.
So what? We were there too, but we're safe and sound. He didn't look of sound mind to me at all.
Я не успокоюсь, пока не выясню, что с Бяшей.
I won't rest until I find out what happened to Biasha. Roma's jaw cramped, and his cheeks were white as snow despite the freezing cold.
Бяша столько раз из дома сбегал.
Biasha runs away from home all the time.
Бывает, кинет камушек мне в стекло. Я окно открою, чтобы он залез.
He used to just throw a pebble into my window so I could open it and let him in.
На полу ему постелю. Он вертится всю ночь, как юла. Спать мешает.
And I would make him a place to sleep on the floor, and he would toss and turn for the entire night, keeping me awake.
Зато я знаю, случись у меня какое несчастье, и он всегда на помощь придет.
Well, at least I know that if anything bad were to ever happen to me, he would have my back. Roma stared absent-mindedly at the falling snowflakes.
Все жду, когда Бяша снова камушек бросит.
I'm still waiting for him to throw the pebble. The last line Roma said so quietly I could barely hear them. The confession turned into a puff of steam that left his pallid lips. It evaporated in the frosty air of Snort, a short winter day. Roma pulled out a pack of posters from his coat, counted out several of them, and handed them to me. He was a missing person note from Igor Budaev, along with Biasha's photo and discerning features. He
Развесь вдоль дороги.
put them up along the road. Without waiting for my reply, deep in his musings, like in quicksand, he walked past us. Maybe he didn't notice Polina, but maybe he no longer cared. His facial features were sharper, like he forgot some disease, like he fought some disease for a long time, and his glassy eyes stared into space. In the next moment, he disappeared into blizzard, and we continued on our way.
Он теперь постоянно такой. Я пыталась с ним поговорить. Ни черта он не слышит.
He's always like that though. I tried talking to him, but he doesn't even pretend to listen. But his friend, he's like literal like life and bro, and they were literally like together all the time, so I don't blame him.
Знаешь, он как скрипка с порванными струнами.
He's like a violin with torn strings.
Его мелодия угасает.
His melody is wanting.
Он потерял друга.
He lost a friend.
Даже это не повод превращаться в зомби.
Even that is not a good reason to turn into a zombie. Polina, can you not? Dude. I mean, he's going through it. Give him time.
Он забил на школу.
He stopped going to school.
Боюсь, как бы не начудил чего.
I'm afraid he will do something bad. He won't do anything bad. He just needs time to figure out what happened to him. If he finds out, then, you know,
Каждый переживает трагедию по-своему.
everyone processes trauma in their own way.
А как переживаешь ты?
And how do you process
Но
it?
я не терял никого настолько близкого.
I haven't lost anyone that close to me.
Антон, ты сам чуть не потерялся. Мы с девочками об этом все время говорим.
Okay, if I'm about to tell you, I don't know trauma. I don't know how he processes it. He was about to kill a dog, so kill somebody? I don't know. You almost lost your own life on them. I always talk about that with the
О
girls.
чем?
But what?
Они считают, что у тебя железные нервы. И я
They think you have nerves made of steel, and I
так считаю тоже.
feel the same. Bro. We think your nerves are made out of steel. I'm just a boy. I'm just a boy. I'm just trying. Dude, he's not showing it. You genuinely do not know what happens to him. You genuinely do not know what he feels. So I feel like whatever she's saying is just, they're kids, sure. I just don't like it. A strange feeling took hold of me. I was burning up from shame, but I just wanted to burst out laughing. Paulina sneaked a cautious gaze into the raging blizzard at some place beyond our field of vision.
Тебе совсем не было страшно?
Weren't you afraid at all? I was afraid shitless.
Шутишь? Я думал, посидею.
You're joking. I thought my hair would turn gray.
Ты и так белобрысый.
You already have white hair. Paulina giggled, but then turned serious the next time.
Мы же встречали его каждый день.
We've seen the
Этого
tractor
тракториста.
driver every day.
Я постоянно об этом думаю.
I keep thinking of that.
Он выглядел таким нормальным.
I want to see how he looked like. Did I ever see him before? He looked so normal.
Полный псих.
A total psycho like that.
Псих-то псих.
A
Ну,
cautious
осторожно.
psycho.
Перевозил гараж в метель, чтобы к утру не оставалось следов.
He only moved the garage down in the blizzard so there would be no trace of it next morning.
Мне ночами снится, что я выглядываю в окно, а там эта черная гадость.
Sometimes I see nightmares where I look out the window and the black abomination is there.
Пару раз будила дедушку криками с просонку.
I even woke my grandpa up a couple of times with my waking screams.
А теперь и будить некого. Деда в больницу положили.
Now I don't have anyone to wake up. Grandpa is in the hospital now.
В родной спальне дрожу от теней.
I shudder from every shadow in my familiar room. We walked up to Paulina's front gate.
Ты и так для меня столько всего сделал. Но у меня еще одна просьба.
You've already done so much for me, but I have one more favor to ask.
Не мог бы ты сегодня остаться?
Nope. Can you stay at my place tonight? Nope.
Не
Nope.
знаю. 2 недель не прошло. Я у родителей на жестком контроле.
I don't know. It hasn't even been 2 weeks. My parents need to keep an eye on me all the time.
Ну придумай что-нибудь.
Then think of some. No, I said no.
Пожалуйста, пожалуйста, пожалуйста.
Please, please, please. No. Hell
Я
no.
правда буду чувствовать себя в безопасности.
I will feel so much safer with you. No.
Если мама разрешит. Она сейчас на нервах.
Only if mom gives a green light. She's always so anxious nowadays.
Буду держать кулачки. И приберусь быстро, пока ты звонишь.
I will hope for the best, and I will also clean the place up a bit while you call. We entered the house. The hallway did look cold and unfriendly indeed. And it still looked glum, even when the lights came on. Paulina pointed to the phone and ran to her room. Like, no. You know what? Back in when I was Belarus, my friends would ask me to hang out, and I would just like, oh, and they were like, oh, can you ask your mom? Can you ask your dad? Can you please go? And I would just like make my parents say no, and I would be like, they said no. I'm like, I really want to hang out with you, but they said no, and they were like, oh yeah, that's okay, I understand, and I would be so happy because I would make my parents say no on purpose, so I wouldn't have to hang. I feel like a lot of people done that. So, oh my gosh, she has a heart on me, man. So cute. 30395. Anton. I don't know. Huh? Oh. Really? 30395. I gathered all my strength and dialed my home number. Beeps. Followed by a rusting sound and complete silence. If that was Dad, he would say, I'm listening. But Mom always stayed silent after picking up, waiting for the person on the other end to speak
Мам,
up.
это я.
Mom, it's me.
Вас что, задержали после уроков?
Did you stay late at school?
Нет, тут такое...
No. Look, Mom.
Ты не волнуйся. Мне тут грамоту дали. За человечность и мужество.
Don't worry. I was given this diploma for humanity and valor. I used this ace up my sleeve.
Меня бы
устроили хорошие оценки. Без всяких грамот.
Outsell from good grades without 80 diplomas. That's no queen once again.
Просто одноклассники так обрадовались за меня.
Excuse me. It's just my classmates were so happy for
И
me
мы решили отпраздновать колой и тортом.
that we decided to celebrate it with cake and soda. I feel disgusting to lie. But what else can I say? That I didn't get into garage voluntarily? That the only reason I left my home that cursed day was to get rid of Julka?
Какой торт, Антон? Кому я готовила ужин?
A cake on the dinner is waiting for you at home.
Ты снова хочешь вляпаться в неприятности?
Do you want to get in trouble again?
Я подумал, лучше остаться в большой компании, чем идти одному через поселок.
I thought it was better to stay in a crowd than go through the village alone.
К тому же там метель, и она усиливается.
Plus, besides, there's a blizzard out there and it's getting stronger. My mom hesitated for a
У
bit.
отца машина опять заглохла, так бы отвез тебя домой.
That's car won't start again. He would drive you home otherwise.
Хорошо, можешь остаться. Но чтобы завтра после школы сразу домой.
Okay, you can stay, but I want you home right after school tomorrow. Yes, it worked. No, shit. I hate it. Please get me home. Please get the start. Please start the car. Please do anything that I will pay you for taxi.
Ты у кого ночуешь, Антон?
Whose place will you be staying?
Чтобы я, если что, позвонить могла.
So I could call them in case anything happens.
О,
You're messed up if you're gonna say that. I took the poster out of my pocket and my gaze crossed with Isha's graining photo. Was last seen on this evening of January 17th in the forest near the village. Features around 100 tall, brown eyes, black hair, skinny, was wearing a dark blue puffer jeans and a firm boot. Missing 2 upper front teeth. Totally Zord.
у Будаева Игоря.
I'm at Igor Boyadev's place. You're fucked up. I don't support whatever he's doing now. He's a kid. Kids? No, that's messed up. Then I instinctively told her Polina's number.
3-24-92.
3-24-92.
Передавай привет Игорю. И не забывай про лекарства.
Say hello to Igor and don't forget about your meds.
Спасибо, не забуду.
Thanks, I won't.
Мам, а как там Оля?
Mom, how's Olia doing? Mom dropped the call. She probably didn't hear my last question. I put away the phone and looked into the doorway that Paulina entered. I am very upset, but I'm gonna it's been an hour? Wait, actually, I feel like I did something wrong. I don't think like it's been an hour. Wait, I'm gonna stop here. It's been an hour? Wait, actually? Can't be. Huh? Actually, I've been playing this game for an hour. This is crazy. I got so sucked in this. Wow, I spent an hour. I was about to spend 30 minutes. How did that turn in an hour? Wow, to be honest, Mom, I'm so surprised because it's never happened to me. I thought it was about like 30 to 40 minutes. It's been an hour, y'all. It is 2 a.m. almost. I gotta go to bed. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow, I'm surprised. I'm surprised I just spent an hour again. I never in my life I did that. It went really fast. Wow. But I'm really upset that I'm still gonna play this place. I don't know what she's gonna do to me. I don't trust her. Even Julka didn't trust her. Always trust the dogs. If the dogs send bad sign, then that's probably a bad sign. So I don't like her. I never did. I don't like anybody. I just want to be on my own. I want to go home. I want to eat dinner at my mom's place and just, not worry about girls. But, I don't have any other choice. I didn't have a choice of being alone, but whatever. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.